Computer 9 10 cents.
In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Hold on, bro. I just took a what's this shit? my reflux is bothering me real bad, so I went and grabbed some antacid to make sure I ain't got
No, you good. You look good, bro.
Tyrone Bigum lips around his
You look hey, the hairline's looking good. The facial hair is looking good.
I need a bad than a motherfucker. I need a haircut bad as hell. But now,
did you know that our kids' generation has turned chopped into a bad thing?
Yeah, I mean you ugly. Like these motherfuckers crap.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I told my daughter, I was like, I'm sorry that chopped is a good thing in my book.
That's it, great. It's chopped, man. You got sliced to the gods.
Right.
But now, ain't want to be on this jump with the antacid powder lips, man, because, you know,
hey,
I'm old school, bro. I ain't taking no antacid that tastes like candy and shit. My shit got to have, like, the chalky. It got to be like, nah. Yeah.
And folks, you're going to look like, what's his name? Dave Chappelle skit. Where he's.
That's what I'm talking about, Tyrone Bigum. No,
yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
I can't do it.
I just got chopped yesterday. Shout out to you, man. Either you ugly or you got a good haircut. Which one?
Nah. I mean, you chopped up.
Hey, that's right.
Look at that brother profile picture, man. You see, man, well groomed on that motherfucker, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, bro. We got some good looking dudes in our comment section, bro.
No pause, bro.
I don't need to pause anything on this because I'm securing my manhood.
Man, I'm telling you.
We ain't got no scrubs in our in our comment sections, bro.
Hey, for real though. Yeah, shout out to all the people in the chat, man. But welcome to the Anthony Sain Show.
There's my guy.
Shout out to all my people, man. I'm out here in the suburbs of Horn Lake, Mississippi, aka Whitehaven, Tennessee.
Yep.
Kenny Stubblefield is in the safest neighborhood in all of the state of Tennessee due to the Scarebrows initiative out there in Kyville. I was on I wasn't on the show. I was on the Daily Grind, the morning show. And I was in the comments. And some guy was like you're not from Memphis, you don't watch the games. He's like, you're not from Memphis, you don't watch the games.
Said that to who?
I ain't know. I said, hey, that don't watch the games, party. You might be talking about me.
Hey, stop getting personal.
I said, I know I live in the suburbs of Horn Lake, but I still live in Memphis.
You South Memphis.
I think he was talking about Jared, though.
Or is he talking about? Is he talking about Luke? Or is he talking about Jared?
I don't know who. Yeah, it was both of them. Oh, he was like you. He said you don't. He said you don't live in Memphis. You don't watch the games. you're a Grizzlies content creator and you're getting money talking about the Grizzlies. I was like, I said, who are you talking about? I said, oh, he's probably talking about y'all. But yeah, anyway, man.
I would love for that person to come into this comment section. Yeah, we'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah, it's all good. But
we'll get it right.
Today's gonna be an interesting show, man. A lot of things to talk about. Our fan base is in a tizzy about a couple things. The third thing on their list is actually a loss last night to the Phoenix Suns yesterday. Who saw it coming, Kenny Stubblefield? Who saw Dillon Brooks swinging his dick on the Grizzlies last night, man? I think I saw that coming. I told y'all that was coming, that he was gonna do that. And he did. He little bro with all his little bros out there. Not many of his little bros left, Kenny Stubblefield.
And truth be told, not many of his little bros suited up last night.
That's the crazy part. We definitely gonna talk about that, man, for sure.
Like suit up,
man.
Are you forever a little bro because you don't even meet him on the court? Like, that's my question.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I'm laughing at Dillon because the things that he said. I knew he was going to go there, right? I said if they win, I knew they were going to win. I knew they were probably going to beat us bad. And I knew Dillon was going to have a big game, right? So I was like, those three things I know what happened. And because of that, I also know he's going to say something throwing shade at the team, organization, anybody who wants to hear it. And he's being a villain, man. If you watch wrestling, Kenny, you know, like I said, Jada Wells got to have the worst fast break field goal. It might be true, but no. Tony Allen easily in Grizz history is number one with that. But if you're a fan of wrestling, I am, Kenny Stubblefield. You have people that are heels, that are villains, right? And they know how to get heel heat. They know how to say things that will get the crowd riled up, either getting behind them or going against them. And Dillon Brooks and who was a master level heel, like I talked about yesterday, was able to say something that was a very heel thing to say, but it also got the crowd or the fan base behind him, right? And we'll talk about those things.
And it's not based in reality, but
it is. It was a very entertaining thing to say, and I was very amused by hearing Dillon say the things he said. Because, like, man, get your shit off, man. You weren't drafted by this organization. You were drafted by Chris Wallace. A lot of people forget those things. Dillon was drafted by Chris Wallace. Dillon was, when this new regime came in, remember, Dillon didn't start. He was coming off the bench for Garrett Temple. You remember that? Mm-hmm. And next year, that year he got hurt, and then he came back with Jaren and Ja. Well, the next year he came back with Jaren and Ja, and he was, the Dillon story is what it is. Kip says that Dillon didn't lie, though. For a general manager to get involved with how many shots someone takes is unacceptable.
I call bullshit on that.
Well, Dillon did lie, and we'll talk about what Dillon.
He's a lie. Why are you taking Dillon's word for it?
Yeah, that's that whole thing about the GM talking. I don't know that that's not true, but I very much doubt that that's true.
It's not true.
Yeah, I think Dillon just kind of said some shit on it. But we'll get into it. I don't care about the game. I knew we were gonna get our ass beat after beating the Spurs, second night of a back-to-back, even less guys playing. I knew we were going to lose that game, so I wouldn't really, messed up about that. I knew Dillon was going to bust our ass. So there goes that. But let's talk about Dillon Brooks' comments, man. I've seen people everywhere, co-signing what he said and all those type of things. And if you're one of those people who are out on Zach Kleiman, if you're one of the people who's out on Zach Kleiman, but yet also pushing for a Ja Morant trade. I don't know how you're the same person. Like you're saying trade Ja, but the guy that you don't want to be the GM is the guy that you want to trade him. Like that's what's it's so crazy. Like it's a lot of things I hear people say. I just kind of get quiet. Like, all right, well, that's kind of crazy what you're saying. Like you're saying like trade Ja and rebuild, but that's who the GM is. Like, so anyway, but if you're one of the people who's against Zach Kleiman or whatever narrative you want to push, whatever side of the narrative you want to be on, people are typically going to ride with whatever lines up with what they already think anyway, right? So Zach Kleiman says, Dillon says, I just think they got away from things too fast, and they're a guy. You got the video, man.
I got the video. You want to play
the video? Yeah, play it.
Was there when Dez was there? Steve was there. I think they moved too fast, trying to be reinventive too fast, and kind of bite them in the butt a little bit. And now they got to work and play off of others that, it's not their fault. You gotta be willing to have communication, have trust in the players so they can play hard for you. And I think that's not what I see over there now.
Dillon, so funny, bro. That man is so funny, bro. First of all, Dillon, like what you saw was like most of our dudes were not playing. Like most of the what he saw was like who's left after you got 6 or 7 guys out, right?
That's not what I saw. That's not what I saw. That's not
Dillon
what I'm seeing now. Yeah, bro, because they got G leaguers and 2-ways on the playing against you, bro. Like,
second of all, like I said, I don't feel a way about what Dillon. He is wrong, bro. Like he's wrong, man. Like y'all just get behind anything that like lines up with what y'all want to hear. Oh, he ain't lying.
He ain't wrong though. Y'all want to be real.
He's very wrong. Like he's insanely wrong, bro. Like. And what Dillon said in this interview was really 2 things. He said that, at one time it was me, Josh Jaron, Desmond Bain, Steven Adams. That was the starting lineup. He referred to the 2023 team, right? And after that, also on that team were Tyus Jones, Kyle Anderson, DeAnthony Melton. Those were your 8 dudes. That's your 8-man rotation. Unless you can show me another team in the NBA that their 8 guys are still their 8 guys from 2023. He's lying. Like it's stupid. It's a dumb conversation, bro. Like to act like the Grizzlies like are only like most teams you see. As a matter of fact, show me a team that their starting 5 is still the same for 2023, including championship teams, bro. Like these teams, like that's not how the NBA works, bro. Like you have 2 or 3 dudes that you keep around. And you kind of build around them, and literally everything around them is subject to be moved, subject to be changed. Look at what all those guys are making, bro. Like you couldn't have kept all those guys, bro. Like that, and Kyle Anderson and DeAnthony Melton. That conversation is absolutely insane. Those dudes have played on maybe 3 teams apiece since they left here. Tyus Jones has played on 3 or 4 teams since he left here. Dillon is on his 2nd team since he left here. Dez is, we just traded Dez this year. Like I said. I was entertained by what he said because why not take a shot? If I was him, I'm gonna take a shot at him. I understand the pettiness. I don't mind what he said, but it's just a bunch of nothing, bro. Like, they gave up on that too quick. Like, bro, like that's not how the NBA works, bro. You couldn't keep everybody. Like, you have to move off these dudes, bro. You have to now. If you think they came off the wrong dudes, I'm at the camp where there are some guys that aren't here anymore that I think have more leadership skills and more heart than guys that are at the 1 and 2 of our pecking order. And that's including John Morant, who you've also fantasized to be something that John Morant is not, right? Like, we'll get to that discussion later on, right? But Dillon's just not making sense, man. And if we want to get into the weeds about the whole thing, when we lost the series to the Lakers, Dillon Brooks is the one that wouldn't talk to the media, talked all that shit before the series started.
1,000%.
And totally disappeared in media day. And the Grizzlies had to, like, make some bullshit up about him being sick because he didn't want to face the media after the Lakers series, right? Like, that's Dillon. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't mind him saying what he said. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was, entertaining to hear. But that shit is not facts, bro. Like, that's just not how the NBA works, bro. Like, nobody keeps that many dudes around that long. Teams don't even keep their starting lineup around, bro. Like the only thing that's been constant about even teams like the Boston Celtics is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. It's been a mixed bag of guys around them. They got Derek White a few years ago. Everything else has been a bunch of moving parts.
They had Kristaps Porzingis. They had Al Horford. They had, they got, yes.
You move around, man. You bring new guys in. You bring cheaper contracts in. You bring cheaper versions of guys than what you've already got. Teams are going to. That's what it's going to look like, man. The Los Angeles Lakers, after they won the championship, dismantled damn near everything that was around LeBron and them, right? Denver that's not the same starting lineup. They got to get rid of Michael Porter Jr. A lot of teams, they not just upgrades, teams downgrade around their cores a lot. Like the premise that the Grizzlies did something that nobody else is doing is just not the NBA, bro. It's just not how it works. There's not a scenario where we would have kept all those guys here, bro. They just wouldn't happen. It sounds good in theory, but it just wouldn't happen.
Dillon
Steve, they couldn't, bro.
No, how? Financially, how does
Bro,
that make sense?
The way that y'all bitch about injuries, I'm not no disrespect towards you, Kings, but the way that y'all complain about injuries, there's no way y'all would have endured Steven Adams not playing for 2 years. Like literally not playing basketball for 2 years. Y'all would not have been down for that. Y'all say a lot of stuff in hindsight that is just not what y'all actually would have done. It sounds good to say.
Skylar's right. Having a hard cap league is meant to not keep teams together. There will be turnover on teams and organizations. 100%.
Yeah. Now, if you want to knock Zach Kleiman for turning, Kyle Anderson and Anthony Melton into nothing, I'll knock you for that. I mean, I'll knock him for that.
That's fine.
They traded him like the whole how you went about getting Jake LaRavia and David Roddy and all that type of shit. If you want to be upset about that, cool. My guy Chris Franceschi, longtime friend of mine. His brother is the reason why Gabe's name is Gabe. By the way, me and his brother aren't even friends. Me and his brother aren't even friends. I just thought they had a really cool name. All right, so now our media coach in front office devalued Dillon and continue to make dumbass decisions like signing Smart.
Well, hey, Anthony, I don't know. Did you, as the media guy, what role did you have in signing Marcus Smart? And
none. But no, that's another thing too. Y'all listen to everything you see on Twitter or from these people, and not really ask the question where it came from. Let me take y'all back too, man. Being that I am a quasi media member, I am kind of connected to how a lot of this stuff goes. We let DB walk instead of keeping him and flipping for our asset. I'm gonna address both of these at the same time from Chris. That particular season, the Grizzlies tried to move Dillon Brooks that entire season. They tried to trade him because they knew he was up for a contract. They knew they weren't going to pay him. And the Grizzlies were trying to trade him the entire season. The failed OG Anunoby trade involved Dillon Brooks. The failed Mikal Bridges trade involved Dillon Brooks. They tried to move Dillon Brooks the entire season. It did not happen. They were not going to re-sign him. And for the amount of money that he got 3 years ago, they were wise in not signing him. Then out of desperation, they went and did the Marcus Smart thing because they knew they weren't going to keep DB, and they knew that they were going to lose Tyus Jones. Yeah, we're going to put a nickel in the meter right here to this. Good observation, sir. Good observation. The media thing. Remember they were saying, I'm trying to remember this, man, because it was so ridiculous, too. You remember when they had the thing coming out where it says, the Grizzlies said that we're not bringing Dillon Brooks back by any circumstance. You remember that? It was something like that?
Oh, yeah.
That whole thing was trying to remember, bro. That shit feels so fucking long ago.
It does.
That was a conversation between DB's agent and the Grizzlies. Like when it basically was told to him, the number you're asking for, we're not going to sign DB at that number. And that got turned into him, the agent, out of frustration, running to the media and saying the Grizzlies are saying they're not going to bring Dillon back by any circumstance. So they did what they did to get off of DB's money at that point. They traded him in a sign and trade to dump salary. But yeah, I was quite entertained by what Dillon said. I love it. This is why he's one of my favorite players that does not play for the Grizzlies. Would I take Dillon back on his team? Hell the fuck yes. That man has a fucking I miss having a dude that says crazy ass shit at the end of games, bro. Like it is not like it's not what am I trying to say? It's the type of stuff that when he says it, everybody looks up, laughs, they smile, like, oh man, Dillon's fucking crazy. But not particularly something that's like going, like stuff that's problematic, like we've seen as well. Trying to see if there's anything else in the comments I want to address. Thank y'all so much for commenting all the time.
Why they keep extending Jaren early?
Why? What is it?
Hold on, they keep extending Jaren early. Why?
What are you looking at? Oh, okay. But hold on, they kept extending Jaren early. Why? As opposed to what? Is he something like as opposed to Ja?
As opposed to Ja, as opposed to, I guess, paying Steve-O.
Well, playing Steven Adams was, he couldn't walk, so you clearly weren't going to pay him. I think that it's fair to say that Jaren is a different tier of player than Dillon, especially at the time when Dillon played here. Dillon, even a more efficient Dillon, which is what we saw last night, still looks like, oh shit, Dillon takes a lot of fucking shots.
8 for 22. I texted you 5 minutes into the game and said that motherfucker's already taken 8 shots, bro.
Like he had 21 points last night, but he took
on
22
shots to get it.
And he's having statistically the best season of his career as far as field goal percentage. So he's been a lot more efficient than he was here, but it still feels like, oh shit, Dillon shoots the fuck out of the ball, right? You know what I mean?
People do understand why they re-signed Jaren early, right? They said they gave him an extension early.
All right,
because
I'll do this again. I'll do this again, man.
Do it again. Tell him why.
And I mean, I don't mind. And I'm not here to defend Jaren. I'm just answering the question, bro. Jaren Jackson Jr. last year was a couple of votes away from being all NBA, which means he would have qualified for the Supermax. Which means the $50 million that Jaren's owed next year that we're going to complain about, it would have been like damn near 70, I think.
Almost 70?
It would have been a ridiculous amount of money. It would have been more than what he's making now.
Jesus.
It would have been way more than whatever this 50 is.
I thought it was like 58 to 60. I don't
know, but that shit would have been high. It would have been a Supermax deal, right?
Holy shit.
And it would have been insane. And man, I hate going back. I hate saying back stuff I already said because I gotta remember this shit again. Because typically when I got ADHD, bro. Once I say something, that shit.
You're good. You got it.
I'm really trying to remember like this whole thing. But I'm not just. I'm legit trying to remember this shit. So once that's one thing. Jaren was like a couple votes away from being all NBA last year, right? So far this year, well, Ja Morant is already not eligible for any postseason awards. I want to say Luka's a couple games away from it. Wemby's a couple games away. Giannis is a couple games away. Jokic is probably not going to make it as well. And because of that fucked up rule, teams like Memphis will suffer because you got a guy who's played a lot of games and he's had a good season. Fuck. You're putting a high risk of that particular guy being all NBA, and Jaren would hit the Supermax. There's one reason why you extend Jaren early. That's
5 years, 345, bro.
Yeah,
that's damn near $70 million.
Yeah, like I said, like that's
Jesus.
Yeah, he would have been making 70 mil. Do I really think that Jaren would have been made all NBA player?
They re-signed him before the year started.
Right. Hindsight is fucking brilliant, bro. Hindsight sees a lot of shit. That is not a risk that you take, bro. When that guy had a all-star season, had the best season of his career, you do not go into the season taking a chance of that dude doing that again, especially when these dudes Achilles are popping left and right in the NBA, bro.
And knowing full well you have to re-sign Ja to an extension.
Yeah, and Jason Tatum, who's an all-NBA guy, did not play a game this season. Halliburton did not play a game. All these guys who were all-NBA level dudes ain't playing. Wait till the all-NBA awards come out, bro. You're going to see some surprising names on that bitch for real, because there's going to be guys that are in those all-NBA conversations because of this weird-ass rule or whatever. And it's crazy, man, because you know what? I had when you talk about guys that qualify, like I was having this conversation with Mike Wallace yesterday. He was on Grizz beat, and he says that he could see Jaren being an all-star this year. I was like, man, no fucking way. He was like, look at the amount of guys who are out with injury, bro, especially in the West. He was like, and you know, Jaren's still averaging damn near 20 points a game.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he ain't missing too many games at all. I said, I don't agree with you, but that does scare me when you start thinking about, you know, the Supermax and all those type of things. So that's why you extend Jaren early. That's, you know, one of the reasons why. Yeah. But if you're talking about opposed to Ja, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, Kenneth Stonefield. Actually, we hold on. I think I'm ahead of schedule. I am. We're gonna do this first, man. Gotta give a shout out to our good people at Grade A Pest, man. They are the best in the business when it comes down to pest control. We're gonna say that Ja thing for after the break, man. But after my guy, Rachel Freeman Alexander comes off a break next week. This week, I think it's his last week. Yeah, no. Might be next week. I don't think it's the 13th. After he comes back on the 13th, man, some pests are gonna have to find somewhere else to stay, man. It's about to get cold outside. I hope, because it's kind of scary, man. You talk about shit that's scary. It's kind of scary that it's just fucking warm on January 8th, bro. Like, it's insane how warm it is outside.
Yeah, I'm in a hoodie and I'm sweating.
Yeah, it's about to get cold soon. The critters are gonna try to find somewhere to stay. They're gonna try to follow up in your house, man. But my guy Reggie Freeman has 20 years of experience in pest and rodent control, a homegrown business from a born and raised Memphian. committed to excellence by applying human and pet-friendly products that are safe and highly efficient to meet your pest control needs. He's the man, bro. Like I said, he'll get you squared away. Yeah, like Jaren being an all-star this year is not outside the realm of possibility. Like that's another thing too, bro. The fact that we see everything that Jaren does, we really be like forgetting that there are a lot of guys in the league that aren't as good as Jaren is. Like because we see everything fucked up about Jaren, right? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of guys in the league that just aren't as good as him, especially like at the power forward position for sure. But man, let's take a break. Do we got some money for the people on this side of the show?
We'll have some money later.
All right, we're gonna talk Ja. We're gonna talk some other national news and how those things tie into Ja. Yeah, man, it's y'all gonna be y'all gonna be mad at me, but we're gonna keep it going. We'll see y'all in a minute when we come back from the break on the Enter the Sain show. See y'all soon.
In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. But one of the biggest things that a coach can do for an unstable team is to give fake, or whatever you want to call it, stability. Like, just you be stable.
It would be manufactured stability if
That's
you just
fine.
ran out the same lineup. But like, it's manufactured. You know, like that's not necessarily going to work long term. I mean, obviously at this point, try something.
How can you expect people to perform when they have no idea what the expectation for them is?
100%.
Because if you can go from literally not touching the floor to starting in one game, how do you know what's expected of you? The years that he's done really well, there's been a concise plan for the players. 11 different starting lineup combinations in 14 games. That is absurd. I don't know how you lead a successful.
I'll go to the
that.
lengths of saying it's borderline malpractice. It really is. I'll go to those lengths. Like that's
What are you doing?
Tune in to On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 10 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and pink Beetles.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain show, man. We are back in this joint. I started a couple. I highlighted a couple comments on what you bring up on the screen, Kenny, if you don't mind. Number one, we got.
Which one?
Do you see him on your end? The ones that I star?
The Zay's comment. No,
Yeah. Appreciate the debate. Yeah, these are the ones. Appreciate the debate, fellas. We all love the team. Just fresh shirt. I get it, brother. I don't mind y'all coming here and venting. I'm also gonna bring y'all back to earth, man. Because according to what just like my boy Zay said, which is also true. People don't remember nothing. Like, when you get pissed off, man. When you get frustrated, man, you ain't gonna remember nothing. I get it, man. This is the same place to vent, man. I'm gonna try to keep it respectful with y'all, as long as y'all keep it respectful with me, man. So it's all good. That is so funny, bro. Man, said people don't remember nothing. Man, why won't Prelim got 92 down?
I got a theory.
He said, why don't Grizz PR or someone come out and say what's up with Ja injury? Isn't the secrecy hurting his trade value? I don't think you can hurt it anymore, bro.
hey, and I'll say this. You talked about it yesterday. I have a theory that I want to propose to you about this Ja Morant injury.
Yeah.
You don't like that the Grizzlies have started to like their process, their progression from players being on the injury report, from out to doubtful to questionable to playing. You don't like that they've gone back and forth. It feels like to me that
something happened.
The progression in which Ja Morant's doubtful, probable, questionable, out conversations are happening is because it's Ja Morant making the decisions and not the Grizzlies organization making the decisions.
Yeah, it feels like some bullshit.
This ain't the training staff. This is Ja Morant saying I'm not playing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what else is funny too. And I know Dom is really just texting, typing. He ain't really thinking about what he's saying. Y'all gotta stop blaming Ross Wooden for this shit, man. He's just a dude typing out some information that was given to him. The Grizz PR ain't got nothing to do with none of this stuff, bro.
They're just the conduits.
He's just putting out a media release, man. That's all he's doing.
Shoot the messenger, right?
Yeah, he's literally the messenger. Edie is doubtful. Where you see that?
Where did they don't have a game right now? They have a game tomorrow. They put out the.
Bro, what is this thing? I'm so glad he said that. What is this thing y'all be looking at? I don't know if it's a gambling thing, but it's people be talking about stuff and they say, oh, it's got so-and-so day to day. I'm like, bro, stop looking at that, bro. Let's just go wait till the Grizz PR thing comes out. It's something that y'all be looking at, bro. It's got a black screen and it'll say like, I don't know what it is. And I ask people, I never really get a true answer. RotoWire.
Is that it?
Oh, no, that's not. No.
I wouldn't pay attention to RotoWire.
Just wait for the Grizz PR, man. Because whatever it is y'all be looking at, that shit be wrong as a motherfucker. So the Ja thing, man. Let's get into the 3-pointer. We talk about 3 things going on in the world of sports. Yeah, get off the real app, bro. But whatever y'all looking at, just wait for my boy Ross Wooden to drop that update on y'all.
And then y'all be nice. And then y'all be nice to Ross when he does.
Yeah, man. Ross is trying to go home and feed his family, man. Get in the bed with his wife, man. Number 1, man.
Oh,
Trae Young traded to the Wizards. I'm sure y'all are wondering why. Y'all know why. Man. Ja Morant is in the picture with Trae Young as well. Trae Young was traded to the Washington Wizards for C.J. McCollum and Corey Kispert, who I totally forgot is even in the NBA at all, and definitely forgot he played for the Wizards. I remember wanting Corey Kispert so bad in that draft he came out in because I was like, man, give me the next Kyle Korver. Give me a dude who's just a jumbo shooter. Yeah, it's man. Yeah, I wanted Corey Kispert bad, and then totally forgot he's even in the league. But yeah, that was a trade. No draft picks. No young stud player from the Washington. Yeah, nothing.
Like no compensation, no draft, nothing to build for the future.
Yeah. Trae Young came out and said that they got cap space. He came out and said that he wanted to go to Washington, right? And people are like, who wants to go to Washington? Why does he want to go there?
Extension.
Yeah, they probably showed some interest in giving him an extension, bro.
That's it. Money. It's a money.
It's probably some interest they've shown him in possibly signing an extension. Also, reports coming out saying that he won't play. Yeah, because he won't play that much, if at all. Yeah, because they don't want him to get hurt, and they also don't want him affecting the win-loss record of their team. Like, if we in a good place, we got this thing We don't want no burst of nothing. We're going to keep it just like we got it. ESPN and CBS, stop, bro. Just wait for Grizz PR, man. Yes, stop. My thoughts on that. That alone shows you
just dive
the value of Trae Young, not just to Atlanta, but just to the NBA, man.
To the NBA.
Because when those type of things come out, oh, you're about to trade him to Washington. Oh no, I won't Trae Young. I'll do this, right? That's why I laugh so hard when people say, "Oh, we should trade Jaren for Giannis." Let it come out that the Grizzlies and the Bucks are discussing a Giannis for Jaren pick trade, and watch how soon somebody else comes in and outbids the shit out of Memphis. Like
it happened with Brooklyn and LA. Right.
That's what happened when the Lakers got Dorian Finney-Smith from Brooklyn, right? The Lakers, the Brooklyn Memphis thing got out, and Lakers, oh, hold on, I can give y'all exactly what y'all want. I got you. And
was Brooklyn, and it was Brooklyn that did that. It allowed that.
Brooklyn put that out because they wanted to get more than what they were about to do with Memphis or weren't about to do with Memphis. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. How does this compare? How does this make?
Why is Ja Morant in this picture? How does
this make you feel about Demetrius Jamel Morant? Right. Let's just be real about it, man. If there was a Ja Morant trade, it would possibly look at a little something like this, man.
Don't say that.
Only thing with Ja is that if you traded Ja, if you're trading to a contending team, you do have that leverage where you can be like, all right, bro, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, you're going to have to give me something that I like. I'm not going to name any teams, but, if you're going to have to give me something better than C.J. McCollum's expiring contract, or that might be what Atlanta wants. They want that cap relief, right? They want to be players in the year that Giannis is a free agent. And I want to say, who else is a free agent this year? You got a lot of dudes that are about to be free agents, big-time guys that are about to be free agents in a couple of years, right? When it comes down to the whole injury thing, I'll say this. I think that Ja Morant can play right now.
100%.
Whether the fact that he's not playing is something is on him or something is on the team, there is a cloud of drama around Ja right now. There is some dramatic bullshit going on with Ja Morant behind the scenes. I'm not saying that Ja is the cause of it, but there is drama around Ja Morant right now with this team.
Right.
I'm going to predict that that's what's going on. And I think that you'll see and hear more of this type of talk in the coming days, coming weeks, etc. Am I saying let's get Ja out of here? I've seen a lot of people asking me why my media friends are saying let's get Ja out of here, right? And number one, I can't speak for myself. I don't watch or listen to anybody's shows other than mine. And I don't understand why y'all do either. But hey, knock yourself out. But don't come back and ask me why these guys think how they think. I don't know. Y'all watch it more than me. Y'all tell me how they, some of them are my friends. But I don't know why they think the way they think. I don't watch their shows. I don't listen to their shows. So I don't know.
Who's we? We already don't like climbing.
I'm not on the anti-climbing boat.
Neither am I. I'm not with you on this one, Kip.
But I think that our fans have to understand that there's one group of Grizz fans I empathize way more than anyone else because I'm in that group, and I'll come back to them. There's one group of people that are saying, hey, trade Ja, our two leaders aren't leaders. We got good players in Cedric Carway. We got good players and Zach Edey. Got some other little young pieces, man. Just get rid of both of those guys. Get some picks. Trade, get some other guys, and let's, do a rebuild. See how this thing looks built around Ced and Edey, right? I think that particular group of people is kind of crazy because if you trade Ja, you're not getting anything that's going to be beneficial to you. You're not getting a top 5 draft pick. I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh man, trade him to Brooklyn and go get. No, Brooklyn's like, you know what? I'll take this young guy that just got out of college who won't pay about maybe $10 billion a year, and we'll build around him. I think I'm good on it. You know what I mean? None of these teams are going to give you. None of these teams are tanking for Ja right now. Like they're not. That's not happening, bro. In essence, when you're talking about trading for a top 5, top 3 pick, you're talking about in essence a team is tanking for your guy, and that's not what's happening. But that's the reality of it, man. If you make a Ja Morant trade, that's what you're getting. You're getting something kind of similar to the haul that Atlanta got. I mean, the Washington got for Trae Young, right? I'm not a part of that group. I'm a part of the group where I recognize the issues with Ja. I honestly think it's probably time to move on from Ja. Just to be honest with you. That's why I am. I think that how Ja sees himself and what Ja actually aren't anywhere near the same thing. And
They're
I think
very far apart.
And I think that the leverage that he thinks he has and how he should be handled and the way he actually should be handled are in two different places. There are a lot of reasons why that's the case. And I'll say I'm not going to say out loud one of those reasons are, but some of the decisions that Ja has made that I applauded, I question those decisions wholeheartedly on January 8, 2026.
If you're a surefire max extension guy, the decisions you made a few months ago make sense.
Right. And when you know you're on a good page with your organization, and you also got a plan to come in here and bust your ass and tear up the league and be a great leader and be a great teammate and, whatever. When that's the vibe you on, the decisions he made this summer made sense. But I'm going to say now, the decisions he made now, his representation decisions don't make any sense in January 8, 2026.
And we applauded it when it happened.
Yeah, I had his people on the show, and I applauded all of it when it happened. But him doing that without a contract, and then having to now negotiate a contract, and come to the organization like, hey, so what are we doing this summer? It ain't hitting like it would have hit if you would have came in and taken care of your business. And that's 100% on Ja. That ain't on Zach Kleiman. That ain't on Tomas Isolo. Like we like to blame Coach Isolo for everything. There's nothing about this system where Ja can't eat, where Ja can't kill. I saw him do it the other night against Philadelphia. And Zach Edey wasn't even on the court. He was doing it with Christian Koloko. He was doing it with Ja Gladale. There's nothing about this system that's stopping Ja from being that dude, right? But when we talk about Nexus events, my guy put Nexus events in the comments, right? The Lakers game, when Ja did what he did after halftime, the Grizzlies were up double digits going into the half against that Lakers team.
Nexus event.
That him doing that, and then the stuff that came after that, the going off about talking about coach and not getting minutes, and instead of saying like, man, I'm Ja Morant, bro. If I play 20 minutes, if I play 2,000 minutes, I'm gonna go get my points and I'm gonna lead my team. I'm gonna get behind what's going on here because I know it'll change. It'll get better, right? Something will happen. Like, or let me deal with coach in the back of the plane, the back of the bus, right?
Let me keep that in the locker room and not bring it to the media.
Yeah, when that whole thing went down, there was nothing, bro. And that was especially when you don't have a contract in your back pocket. That ain't the type of stuff, that you do, right? And just, there are things that come with Ja. And I love Ja. He ain't my favorite player in the league. He ain't my favorite player on this team. But we love Ja. We all do. We understand the appeal that Ja has. No, not quite. I did this morning. Right here. I got a lot of these, bro. I got a lot of these in my closet, bro. You know what I mean? I got married in the middle of this run, so I ain't had the money to be buying a lot of these joints. But if I did, I would have bought all these bitches. That's my man. But there are things about Ja we got to admit. That ain't what leaders do. That ain't what winners do. That ain't what good basketball players do. You know what I mean? Like, and
I'll say this. Good leaders, good basketball players don't have 2 straight seasons where it looks like, for all intents and purposes, they are sitting out games in protest.
Yeah.
You don't do that.
Ja had a shiesty on last year, man.
He had his hoodie up last night.
And he does these things like publicly in his feelings, man.
Yep.
And Ja's also a guy that I've said advocating for Ja. How many times does Ja have to tell y'all that he deals with mental health issues? Like, how many times does he have to say that before we believe it? Right? Like, these are things that come with Ja. I totally disagree with this. Ja's on a Steve Francis, John Wall, Marbury trajectory. I do not believe it. I believe if Ja gets out of Memphis and he goes to wherever his next destination is, he'll realize I can't do the shit here I did in Memphis. I can't be that guy and be successful. I think he's smart enough to realize it. I think that people who represent him can recognize it, right? Dillon Brooks had to get the hell away from, nothing against Memphis, but he had to get away from where it all started at, bro. He had to get away from home to turn the guy he is now, right? Yeah. Even when Dillon
shooting 8 for 22 in a
right,
game.
Even when Dillon talks now, man, it's a lot more talk shit now. It's a lot more sophisticated. He ain't blinking his bad, man.
Let's not go too overboard with getting out of Memphis thing. He got to leave Memphis to learn how to get a jump shot.
It's not about Memphis. I noticed what I said. He has to get away from his first stop. He has to, you know what I mean? Excuses are the first step to a lot. Right. This is a guy who said, "Hey, Luke Dog 954, who are you talking about this morning?" That was him. It was him that said something about you.
Oh, is that him?
Mm-hmm, that's him. I think
Luke Dog is in our comment section all the time. You have to let him get his shit off and then just leave him alone.
Yeah. Now, in a perfect world, bro. In a perfect world, they figure this shit out. Ja realizes if I'm going to get paid this summer or next summer, I got to play a lot of games. I got to be productive. I got to be a leader. I can't come out here airing out how I feel about this coach who's been here a week. You know what I mean? That I said I wanted to be here. Because if Ja didn't want Tomas Islo to be the coach, he would not be the coach of this team.
He would not be the coach of
this. I'm talking about from last summer.
Right.
He would not be the coach of this team. And if Ja didn't advocate for the dude, he wouldn't be here, man. And I know for a fact that Ja advocated for this guy. Behind the scenes and out in front of everybody. That happened. What did Chris say?
We got to stop using mental health to avoid consequences. People are really out here dealing with shit.
I'm not saying I disagree. But what I'm saying is because Ja is a guy who does emotionally put it all out there, and whatever's going on with him, oh, there he goes. Oh, I can see it. Oh, there's another tweet. Oh, there's another post. Oh, look at him doing this. Because he's that type of guy, that's something that's going to work against him. That's all I'm saying.
Is this a fair statement by Wayno? So tired of worrying about how Ja feels after every game, after games in his sleep, off season, preseason. Can't we just enjoy basketball? Is that fair?
He might not ever be that guy. Is what I'm trying to say. Let me address this, bro.
What the hell?
Y'all got to stop reading these random ass tweets and random ass stories by dudes. That's not. I'm here to tell you that's not true.
They brought T.I. over,
and y'all gotta, golly, bro. Y'all gotta understand that when people are writing stories, they're writing a story to convey a message. They're trying to win you over to believe a certain thing. And do I believe that there may have been people on this team that wanted Mike Brown? Of course. Do I think that everybody unanimously wanted T.I.? No. There were guys probably on this team that wanted there may have been guys who wanted somebody else's
Mike Malone, Mike Brown.
Mike Malone, whatever, right? Yeah. That does not mean that everybody wanted him or that even the majority wanted him or even more than one dude wanted him.
Zach Kleiman wanted T.I., and that's who he...
No, it's not even that. These dudes on this team wanted T.I. I'm telling you that because I know that.
100%.
Bro, y'all take every little clip, every little tweet, every little story y'all get. Y'all got to understand why these stories exist, bro. They don't exist because they're truly stated, but they're not truth, bro. It was players wanted.
That is a bar, bro. That's a bar. They're truly stated, but they're not the truth. That's a bar.
It's y'all gotta stop that, bro. They didn't the narrative that Kleiman hired Islo and everybody wanted somebody else. That's not true, bro. It's a complete lie, bro. That quote could have. Y'all gotta understand when people are getting quotes. There was not some guy walking around the Grizzlies locker room. Hey, who you want to hire? Hey, I'm Skip, story writer from so and so. Who did you want to hire? That didn't happen, bro. They talked to one person who feels a way about Islo. He said, "Man, well, I wanted so and so," and
Word is everyone wanted him.
Yeah, or me and so wanted him, and it might be Gigi and fucking Conchar. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck?
It could be Cam Spencer, even though they.
Yeah, y'all just run with everything, bro. Y'all literally run with everything y'all hear. Everything y'all hear and read is not true, bro. This stuff just. And I ain't yelling I hate to yell at y'all, bro. I'm not trying to do that because I love interacting with y'all, but it's just not true, bro. That's just not true. Oh God. Brother, y'all really think that the same Ja who's bitching about T.I., who a fucking kid, like who really is new to this shit, can really deal with the like the coaches y'all really want to have him? Man, y'all think Mike Malone
would take that bullshit?
Mike Malone, who got into it with fucking
DeMarcus Cousins, bro.
No, yeah, DeMarcus Cousins, and got into it with fucking Jokic. You think Ja can deal with that? You think Ja? Like, you really think Ja can deal with it? Could you imagine the tweets that motherfucker would be getting out if that was the coach?
That's why, King Zeus, I agree with you, and that's why we called the Lakers game Halloween night a Nexus event. It's a Nexus event.
Man, bro, but here's the thing. I love Ja Morant, bro. I am going to be, if the Grizzlies trade Ja Morant, I will be clinically depressed. We talk about mental health issues, right? I'll be clinically depressed, bro.
The Anthony Sain show the day after is going to be a clinically depressing.
It will be sad. I'll probably cry on air, man, because it's going to be sad. This is a guy that we drafted who's been a star in the league. And if they end up parting ways with him, I am going to be sad about it. I'm not going to be in a celebratory mood, mainly because you're not going to get nothing back from him.
Right.
There's one team that I know for sure wants Ja Morant. That's Minnesota. We know that's Minnesota.
Yep.
A Ja Morant Minnesota trade is probably going to be at best you're getting my guy Jay McDaniels. You might get Dante DiVincenzo, and you're probably getting Mike Conley back. And you're probably sending two more guys just to kind of like a John Conchar or G.G. Jackson or whatever, guys like that, just to make the numbers work. Just because we can't take players back from them. It's got to be either a 2-for-1 or 3-for-1 their way, or it's even swap. We don't have a roster spot, so it's gonna have to be something like that. Like, I know that's what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be something like that, bro. It's gonna be something like that.
Here's the problem: you got to have Portland wanting to play ball.
I ain't heard nothing about Portland wanting Ja. I heard one team that I think seriously wants Ja, and I think that's Minnesota. And I'm not even sure how serious they are, to be honest with you. Because Minnesota could have got in on this Trae Young stuff. Not a peep. Come on, man. We gonna be real. This ain't. I don't have an agenda to push. I don't have a. There are people in this city. If y'all want to know why certain people want Ja out, because Ja makes their job hard. Ja don't make my job hard. I talk about stuff that I ain't got to touch that stuff. I touch it from the background. I know a lot of shit going on over there. I ain't got to talk to Ja. Ja don't make my job hard.
They won't have to, Chris.
What do you say?
They'd like Ja, but they aren't going to empty the war chest for
him.
Yeah,
they would not have to, bro.
They won't have to.
They wouldn't have to at all. The haggle would be over Jay McDaniels, probably. Because the Grizzlies would probably love a athletic 6'9", 6'10", elite level defender who can score a little bit, shoot a little bit. Yeah, that probably would be the haggling point. The scenario, I'm getting teary eyed thinking about it, man.
Yep.
The scenario that I would love to happen is for all parties involved
to figure shit out.
To figure it out, and for Ja to either play through next year and earn an extension, or the Grizzlies sign him to an extension. Because there's a doomsday scenario headed this summer. If the Grizzlies hang on to Ja, there's a doomsday scenario where there's a public, I want to stay here, but they don't want to pay me.
Oh, shit.
That's going to happen.
Oh.
And if Ja is, I don't want to see another year of what we're seeing this year with Ja, man. I don't want to see, publicly arguing about the coach and I got to check his mood and what is he wearing and
why is he wearing a hoodie? Why is he tweeting out emo shit before a game?
Yes. Is he arguing with Clay? Is he arguing with Klay Thompson from the bench and all that type of stuff, man? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go.
Is he sitting out to protest game? Protest?
Yeah, I don't want to. And I'm not knocking the man for his health. I mean, I can to an extent, but I don't want to see, a big who I think is going to be a top 5 big in the NBA and Zach Edey make his debut and Jaws hurt 5 minutes into the game. And they played 5 minutes together this whole season. I don't want to see that, bro. I don't want my star player to be awards ineligible January the 8th. You know what I mean? Like, and I definitely don't want the way that y'all tripped about Jaren getting hurt after he got his contract and did not miss a game this year.
Hey man, that motherfucker might be. Y'all might think he sucks, but guess who was sick as shit last night and was out there playing
and spoke to the media.
To the media.
What was the last time the Grizzlies really? What was the last time the playoffs ended? And in that last press conference, with your elimination press conference, Ja was at the podium. Not one time, because he ends the season on his back. First of all, and this ain't no Ja slander edition of the show. This is just we gonna have real talk conversation, bro. We gonna call it what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I remember how y'all acted. I remember when y'all said that Jaren finessed the Grizzlies when he signed a max deal.
Motherfucker played, bro.
Then had surgery and did not miss a game. I remember how y'all acted this summer. Now imagine how it's gonna be. Imagine how it's gonna be if we sign Ja to a contract that's even bigger than Jaren's, because it would be a max, just like Jaren, but on a different scale. It'd be a different percentage of the salary cap. Imagine if that happens. If you sign Ja to an extension and we get to the same shit again.
That's my question. Based on that's a good question to ask everybody in the comment section. Based on what we've seen, what we're seeing this year, should the Grizzlies max extend Ja Morant?
It's questionable, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it, bro.
Because you know the answer is no.
Because when you look at like these floors, like these cap ceilings, whatever they call them, whatever they call, right? What's it called?
Sorry, I zoned out for a second. Say it again.
The cap stuff, the tech thresholds, whatever they call that shit.
The aprons.
The way that shit, the aprons, right? Why you think Atlanta gave Trae Young away, bro? Because they like, hell no, I'm good. I got the kid who looks like the dude off of Soul Man. Hold on, bro. I gotta lighten it up a little bit, bro. Hold on, man. All right, bro. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sorry.
We're trying to lighten the mood up here. Let Anthony lighten the mood.
I'm about to show my age too, man. But y'all tell me that Jalen Johnson that plays for the Hawks don't look like this. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second, man. Oh, man. Tell me Jalen Johnson don't look like this. Y'all done messed up and let me see how to
share the screen.
Yeah, y'all messed it.
I'll put it up here. I'll put it up here.
Yeah, go ahead. Could be up. Tell me that Jalen Johnson to play for the Hawks don't look like this.
God. What the hell?
Oh, God. Tell me. Had to lighten up the mood a little bit, man. There's a movie called Soul Man. Not the one with Samuel L. Jackson and Bernie Mac. There's a movie came out in the 80s where a white kid was trying to get into Princeton or Yale or something like that.
This man did blackface in the 80s?
Yeah, they had affirmative, like they had like affirmative action scholarships or something where they was like, for black people. So he put on blackface and he put on blackface so he could get into this school. And he met Ray Dong Chong, who was like the fine biracial chick back in the day, man. But yeah, tell me Jalen Johnson for the Hawks don't look like that.
Jesus.
All right. Thank y'all. I feel a little better. I had to laugh for a little.
We had to laugh for a second.
Started getting depressing, man. This shit's sad. Like, I don't feel good about what feels like is almost imminent, man. It feels like Ja's about to get up out of here. And I know wherever he goes, just because the way luck works, just because the way this stuff, and I would love for this to happen. He's gonna have a year where he plays 70-something games, knocking down threes,
and he's gonna ball out, bro. And then he's gonna come back to the Grizzlies and be like, gonna come back to Memphis.
They got rid of people too fast.
They got rid of people too fast, bro. I got Memphis on my back.
You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna say, "Why we extend Jared? We should have kept him." You know what's gonna happen, man. And like I said, I'm reading tea leaves, bro. I have no intel on this. I'm reading. This stuff looks weird. It feels weird. The way that Trae Young got dealt, and the way that Ja, like this injury thing. I ain't seen a questionable turn to a doubtful. Yeah, Climate told him not to shoot threes. Like, why Climate tell him not to shoot threes? Hey, bro. I thought about this too, man. I don't know. I don't really know what Kadarius is saying right here. But he said we told Ja he gonna have Edie and he hadn't played. Right? All right, check this out. I hope you're right, Kadarius. I hope Ja ain't going nowhere, man. I really want things to stay the way they are. I'm not anti-trade Ja, but it will hurt me to see Ja gone. Let me say that. Keep in mind last year, in the midst of the Grizzlies being number 2 seed in the West, Jaren having a all NBA level season, all-star, all that type of stuff, highest scoring average, all these things, right? We saw Ja pouting about that. That happened, bro.
It did.
I know y'all don't remember shit, but we saw that. We saw Ja
over in the corner being like, it's his team now, right?
Not pouting about the reality of it, because that wasn't the reality. This is Ja's team. Not pouting about the reality of it, but pouting about social media reactions to it. About what Coach Vaughn has to say about the pecking order with the Grizzlies. We saw Ja spazzing out and publicly having a fit about whose team it is. We saw that happen, bro. We saw it happen in real time. To your point, I'm not an anti-Ja guy. I'm never going to come over here and get on my boy head. I love 12, man. I love Ja Morant. That's my dog. We've never had an enigmatic player here ever like that. But I'm also not going to act like if the Grizzlies move on for him, that it's over. Because we existed a lot before him.
Yeah.
And it's,
Jay Shump bringing out some random ass numbers. It's going to be tragic and set the franchise back 15 years.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all.
When we went from G&G to the Ja era, there was like maybe a year or two between. We did it, bro. They could draft a guy this year that's a Ja level dude. It could happen. It could happen. I'm anti. I ain't quick to say get him the fuck out of here. That's not where I'm at. I'm not particularly against trading him, but I'm not gonna act like we drafted him, man. We drafted him. The Grizzlies have not made a stamp on their franchise player. We give up on players like Memphis Pier.
We stamped him with a massive ass contract, bro.
Bro, y'all, the things that y'all know about are enough to I only got to explain the stuff that y'all don't know about when it comes down to Ja as far as how the Grizzlies have done for him. Supported him, protected him, supported him, stood beside him, vouched for him. I'm not giving you that, brother. The Grizzlies giving up on Ja is not a true narrative at all. The city, his teammates, none of that. I ain't saying he a bad player. I ain't saying none of that stuff, bro. But I'm not going to act like I don't see what I see, man.
Yeah, what a wild thing to say after we just signed Jaren to a $200 million contract.
That's another thing, too, man. To a fault, we paid everybody except for Dillon.
Except for Dillon.
We didn't pay Dillon. We paid everybody, bro. We paid Ja the max. We paid Jaren the fucking max. We paid Bane as a mistake. We should not have gave Desmond Bane was not a max player, bro. And the stuff that we're hearing about, like with Trae Young, all these teams being cheap. Oh, you got to pay your dues. Guess what, man? Why you think you're hearing Austin Reeves trade rumors? They do not want to pay that dude this summer.
And they're going to have to. For Ja's next contract. Shout out, Wayno.
Come on now, man.
Lloyd says, it seems like we've had so many mishaps and bad decisions from management that prevented us from maxing out this team. It's sad that it is now at this point where Ja might be gone.
Bro, let's be real. Has this front office made mistakes? Yes. Did Taylor Jenkins make mistakes? Yes. Does Thomas Isla is he making mistakes right now? Yes. The number one thing that has hindered this Grizzlies organization during the John Morant, Zach Kleiman, Jaren Jackson Jr. run has been injuries, bro. Nothing has been in the way of what this thing could be more than that.
Because let's be honest with you, if he was playing ball, no one would give a shit about the guns.
Any of this stuff.
No one would give a shit about anything that he's done. Anything. If he played,
man, come on, man. Like, have they? And I'm not gonna say they've mismanaged this thing because they've had a team that over this run has been one of the most winningest teams. Injuries have been the lion's share of most of this stuff.
Yep.
And who's at the top of the injury stuff, man? Who missed 25 games with the gun stuff? And I'm gonna tell y'all something I'm never gonna do. I'm not ever going to be the guy who's gonna flip on Ja and paint him out to be some kind of thug.
Hell no.
No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. That's never going to happen.
No.
But the all that stuff is a part of what destroyed this thing, man.
It's a part of the narrative.
Yeah.
I know you don't like doing this. I'm going to ask you, and you can absolutely say I'm not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find it real quick. Ben wants to know if FanDuel put odds on it. What are the odds Ja's a Grizzly post-trade deadline?
What are my odds?
Yeah, if FanDuel had to put odds on it.
Oh, FanDuel probably think he's gone. FanDuel probably think you get no money if you're right on that one. Also true. Ja is a mentally fragile individual, bro. And that stuff
100% 92 Dom. That will not happen. And I know that there's going to be folks that are going to write their think pieces and whatever.
Yeah, I'm not. Don't sign me up for this shit.
We're not doing. We co-sign zero of that. Zero.
Yeah. And like I said, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they was like, Ja's a distraction. He's a bad teammate. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Desmond Bain would say differently.
Yeah, everybody you talk to loves Ja. If you interviewed Atlanta Hawks players, and that thing was clear. We are better without Trae Young. Like, that's something that you cannot say. Like, that Atlanta Hawks team has been better without Trae Young this entire season. I'm not going to say the Grizzlies are better without Ja. I'm never going to say that during none of this time. Even that Atlanta Hawks team, when they interviewed their guys, oh, man, Trae was this. Trae was my dog. Trae was this. Oh, we love Trae. Nikhil Alexander-Walker said, I came to Atlanta to play with Trae Young. Their free agent acquisition said, I came here to play with Trae. Right? Guys love Trae Young. Guys love Ja here. I'm not gonna act like he's a distraction, I think the players like him. I'm not gonna say he's not a distraction. I think the players like him. I think he's a great teammate. I think that they really fuck with 12. But I have to be honest and say that the injuries, man, the fact that you can't stay on the court.
That's it.
And then when you're out there, I'm wondering, man, is he right?
Yeah.
Is that just a bad shot, or is he protesting? Did he take that little weird jump shot because he didn't get a foul call on the other end, or like, come on, man, like all that stuff, man. We got more to talk about, bro.
We do. We have a lot more to talk about.
We got more to talk about. Do you mind that we're going over this much? Because we're set to go over probably 2:30 before we get off.
Let's go.
You okay with it? All right, sorry, man. But I don't know how this is gonna play out, man. It's looking real trade-ish, is all I'm gonna say. It's looking real
trade-ish.
And I will not be happy about it. I will learn to love it.
You know, won't be happy.
I'll learn to be okay with it. Let me say that. Whatever, because
we get it. I get it. I understand.
Right. When I look at Take-a-thon, there are some guys that are
really.
I could get over it.
Hey,
I get over it probably faster than I think. But
yeah. There's some guards over in Northwest Arkansas that I fucking love their game.
A few. This is a very deep draft. And like I said, I think the Grizzlies are going to hover around that 10, 11, 8, 9, 10. I just hit this button and get the fuck out of this and go. And I think that's something that's to look at.
Shout out to you, P. Davis. Do y'all think we're soft tanking? Hell no.
Do I think we are soft tanking? They don't have to.
They don't have to. They stink right now, bro.
Right. Like they have so many. I think, well, To answer this question, yes, because that's what I've been saying. I think that the Grizzlies winning a lot of games and being as high in the standings as they can be this year is not a priority. I don't think that particularly means that they're about to rebuild, but I think that they do want to be in a place where we can do some bullshit to get us out of the play-in situation, if that makes any sense. So I think soft taking it has a broad spectrum, and I'll say, yeah, they are, based on what I say taking it. Shout out for that $10.
Shout out to you, P. Davis.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Look at sitting on a ledge of a building.
Yeah, man, look at it.
Looking suave, man.
Hey, man, only the weirdos be in these other shows. Guys to the media. Y'all be having some weirdos in the chat, man. We have some cool, calm, collected, smooth-ass niggas. Excuse me. People in this motherfucker, man.
Why you got to talk about color?
Color. I wouldn't mind it, bro. Hey, depending on what the trade is, fam. Hey, I wouldn't mind it, man, for sure.
I don't foresee Jaren being moved.
Me either, really. Let's be honest with you. If and when they trade y'all, this is going to suck. He's going to turn it around. Yeah, exactly. It's going to happen.
And then the think pieces, man. And here's the thing.
Mind you, I promise you this. All these people who have said the Grizzlies need to just move off a job, if they do it, it's just like we were in school. The people that would instigate the fights, when you get your ass whooped, they gonna tell me, "Oh, that man is stupid as hell, fool."
Man,
oh, my mama, why you trying to fight that man? Like, why can't we just be peaceful, bro? Like,
you just be peaceful, man.
These national people who all saying trade job, if it happens, they gonna say get the NBA out of Memphis. That's the next thing they're gonna say.
Listen, I'm gonna make an announcement because I'm putting Chris on the spot. Chris Ingram is legit, low key, the funniest dude in the world.
Man.
He said some things last night that made me literally laugh out loud in the group chat.
Yeah, Chris hilarious, bro.
He's committed.
Takes on Taco Bell. Not Taco Subway. His Subway takes are hilarious, bro.
He committed that he will be back on No Bluffing podcast on Monday nights.
I believe it when I see it, man.
I don't believe it, but I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him only giving
texting
his gems on text.
Yeah, man. Tweeting and all. Come on, Michael. Come on, Michael O'Reilly. Come on, man.
Man said, man, go find Islam and get his life right immediately.
They call me Ja with an H.
Ja with an H.
Yeah, I'm not. I've had some of my people in media have been accused of saying they're pushing Ja out. They're saying they want to get rid of Ja. I'm not saying that at all, man. No. I do not want that to happen at all. But it does look like that's what's gearing up to happen.
You know what you also have said? That ideally what would be great for the Memphis Tigers if Penny Hardaway leads them to the promised land, right?
Yeah. But I also understand that this is probably Penny's last year.
It's probably Penny last year.
Oh, man, bro. Oh, man, you realize my emotions, bro. God damn.
Look at you. What are you wearing right now, bro?
Bro, look at it. Bro, I'm emotionally in the stuff. Man, what the fuck? Bro, if we lose Ja and Penny in the same year, man. Charles Huff, you all I got, man.
Charles, that's you all I got. Speaking
of. Number two,
speaking of. He got his quarterback.
Hey, man, pack this dude up. Pack that dude up.
Hey, man.
Pack that man up already. Get Will the hell off my team, bro. Get Jay Will the hell off my team, bro. Get this guy out of here, bro.
Look at B Rabbit. Look at B Rabbit.
I'm gonna hate this motherfucker. I'm letting y'all know right now.
You're gonna love him, bro. You're gonna love him.
I know. I'm talking shit, but I know he's gonna annoy me, bro. Because I know. I know it's happening. It's not that I'm going to mind the stuff that he's doing, that he's going to be doing, the stuff he's going to say.
It's what's going to happen.
But the narratives around how y'all motherfuckers going to react.
How we going to respond. How people are going to respond.
Yes, bro, because I've been wanting to avoid this conversation, bro, because I ain't want to come on. Bro, pack J Will ass up. Look at J Will facing it. Pack his ass up, bro. Man, hold on, bro. Cause
when do we get Machine Gun Kelly at QB?
Cause I gotta say it, bro. It's a small town. Fuck it, I gotta say it, bro. Cause when the little black girl or the black kids they rap and dance and all that, the comments say, can they read or where they daddy and all that type of shit. But when white kids do it, we put them on stage for not on one day. This is shit that I have to deal with. And I know I got to deal with it with this motherfucker.
Ooh.
That's the shit y'all do though, man. Y'all take the Jackson darts and talk about how, this, whatever. But when Shedeur Sanders do this shit right here, it's a problem to you,
It's a problem.
I be trying to stop being that guy, bro. I'm trying to stop being that dude, bro.
You ain't getting no interview, bro.
You ain't get no interview. I'm good. Look at Jay Will. Look at this motherfucker checking the phone, bro. You fucking lame motherfucker, bro.
Don't ask him about any rap songs. Does everybody know his story?
Yeah, y'all know his. If you don't know his story,
should we share his story or should we let them
y'all,
go read it?
Then I saw, bro, don't. And
Hey,
nobody.
He said
hold on, bro.
it's Moxie, bro.
Nobody loves. Hold on. Nobody loves white dudes like him more than black women. And I'm not lying. In the comments, he got some swag, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Hey, man. I would say it would probably be good for him to not have that phone in his hands when he's playing for the.
Y'all know I ain't lying, but I hate going there, but I had to go there. Because when black people do black people shit, it's a problem. When white people do black people shit, y'all love that shit to death. But when we do our own shit,
hey,
like cause y'all love media members and cosplay as black people, but black people can't be black in media. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Hey, Powderhorn,
Oh my God,
listen, we've
God
moved
damn
off.
it.
We've moved off, but I also know you have been on our airwaves the entire day talking shit about all of us. You're more than welcome to stay in here and hang out. But, bro, you need to go back and listen to the last hour of this show.
Yeah. What did he say? Honestly, if these guys weren't looking for media credentials, they would ask the questions as far as jobs availability and whose call was it for him to sit out. He's talking about like the Michael and them.
No, he's talking about us.
No, he can't be talking about us because we don't go to games.
Back in the day, Sain and Cam did not give a crap about what the franchise thought and made them great. Now,
back in the day, Sain and Cam did not give a crap about what the franchise thought, and it made them great.
Hey, listen, I'll be
explain
honest.
what you explain. But no. Let them more. Keep typing. I'm trying to see what you think is different. No, for real. Like I'll get quiet and let him get his shit off. These guys weren't looking for media credentials. He's saying that I'm looking for a media credential. Mm-hmm. Motherfucker, I work 4 nights a week at the house, and I come home to my wife. I give a fuck about putting the phone in these bitch ass niggas' mouth. If you want me to be honest with you, but go ahead, get your shit out though. Yeah, that man said powder on that powder. I give a fuck about a media credential. As much crazy shit I say about the Grizz, you clearly suck up to the franchise now when you stuck it to the franchise at every opportunity. If you thought that they were wrong back in the day. Chris Wallace was also the GM of the Grizzlies. I suck up to the franchise. Hey, if you follow me on Twitter, DM me your phone number. Let's talk. I'm not threatening you. Like, let's talk. Like, for real. We ain't got to do all this. Let's talk. Let's chop it up for real. As much crazy shit I say about the fucking Grizz organization while I'm in their building getting the check for them.
And you got to be honest, you got banned by them a couple of years, like last year.
Right. I'm literally banned by the Grizzlies for games I don't go to. Yeah, shoot me your number. We'll talk.
Yep.
Because I love to have that conversation with you.
I just know he's been coming at everybody today, and I'm like, bro, we're talking. Go back and listen to the entire last hour of the show, man.
Right.
But
the thing that kind of trips me out about people is that that version of me that he's talking about when I was doing the Outsiders podcast with Cam, which was the best podcast, period. It ain't better than this one, but it was pretty good stuff we were doing back then.
Right.
That version of me and all the people that the copycats that try to do the everything sucks. They're bad impressions of what me and Cam were doing because we were talking about things that were clearly wrong and they were clearly bullshit. We were calling those things out. We were talking about a front office that in a 10-year span did not nail a draft pick at all. We were talking about a front office that stumbled into a Zach Randolph trade. Like they traded Pau Gasol for nothing, and you stumbled into Marc Gasol being good, and they drafted Hasheem to be the number 2. Those were the type of things we were talking about. We talked about the bullshit of Levian and all that type of stuff, right? And I just did a show the other day clowning Robert Parra for an hour. Like that happened, right? I think that Zach Kleiman is a intelligent GM. I think he's a green GM. I think there's a lot of things he literally does not know how to do as a GM. But I think as far as evaluating talent and drafting players, all these players that y'all like on his team, he drafted each and every one of them, bro. No, don't jump on this dude, man. Y'all ain't gotta do all that. Y'all ain't gotta defend me or tear him down. But like I said, DM me and we'll talk.
All right, Marcus Stokes, the quarterback for.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this kid was an SEC quarterback coming out of high school.
I'm going to like this dude because I think he can fucking play. Because the stuff I seen in the film of this dude, that man look cold. Like he look cold for real. But yeah. I'm going to be annoyed by the narratives that are going to be around him for real. Anyway,
but yeah, he's went and played. He was committed to Florida. Some shit went down on his own volition. He did some stuff.
Hold on, bro. Yeah. If you're not gonna DM me your phone number, like I don't want to hear this. Y'all were great saying you don't have to agree with every point to respect media to respect. What is he talking? Okay, now you lose me, bro. All right, I'm gonna give you two options. DM me your number, we can talk. I'm just gonna kick you out the chat because you just kind of being goofy at this point. Like I said, DM me your number, we'll talk, bro. I will definitely call you after the show.
Yep.
Because you're just, who am I protecting? Every point. You don't have to agree with every point to respect media members. Bro, I'm an independent employee. Like I make money off of me, bro. Sam's first one included drafting 3 Hall of Famers.
He just responded to him, G. One smoke.
Okay, all right, go ahead, bro. My guy, I think this kid's gonna be good, man.
He's gonna be fantastic. He's gonna be really good.
How is he? This is what help me understand this. Right. And I know he got in trouble because he was saying nigga, and he got recorded saying rap songs.
Snapchat, I think.
That's what happens when y'all take white people and try to give them passes for stuff that they don't have a pass to. Y'all set them up for failure when they in recording them. This type of stuff gets out. Yeah, the white tiger jersey is hard. Explain why. Okay, I understand why Florida may have got away from him, right? Why didn't anybody else D1 get him and didn't want to get him at all? And why was he a redshirt? And why did he play 2 years at that school he was at? None of that makes sense to me.
Oh, I couldn't tell you the answer to that. I literally just heard his name for the first time last week. So I don't.
but yeah, he's a son of a coach. Highly confident kid. He can run. He can pass. Threw for a ridiculous amount of yards.
40 touchdowns, 3,000 yards. Ran for almost 1,000.
Yeah, playing in the league that he was way better than. Of course,
the kid can ball. Ball.
Yeah.
And they're connected to Dallin Hayden, who played for Ohio State and Colorado, who's a Memphian. They got the Stunk of Burnside kid from Mississippi State.
And he has the blackest white name in Memphis quarterback history.
Marcus Stokes.
When I saw Marcus Stokes, I was sure that he was black.
Yep.
I'm going to call him Lil Marcus Stokes. It just make it even black.
Lil Marcus.
No, Lil Marcus, like LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, Florida whites are different. Shout out to Justin Ford. It is a great observation. I thought about that yesterday too.
There is this generation of young white kids use that word like I can't even it's wild. Wild.
Y'all go ahead.
Before we move on, we are presented by FanDuel, powered by FanDuel here at the Anthony Sain Show.
Yes, sir. We got some money for y'all.
We got some money for you. I want you to do me a favor. I should have done that. Hold on. Let me go back. Don't read it. Who are the 4 teams in the college football playoffs?
Oh, I know that. I know that. I can even tell you who they're playing.
Okay,
it's hold on. It's Miami and Ole Miss,
right?
And Indiana and Oregon, right?
Man, shout out to you. Look at you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the kid? Let's go player by player. What's this kid in the green jersey playing for Oregon? What's his name?
I don't know, but I guarantee he has a white mama.
Dante Moore is his name. What's the kid on the right in the Indiana jersey?
No clue, but he's not white. I know that.
Fernando Mendoza.
Yes. Fuck y'all.
And he won the Heisman this year.
He won the Heisman. Yeah, I knew that. Yep.
All right.
No clue about the kid in orange.
Kid in the orange.
But he's of the Cam Spencer ilk.
He might be at the Marcus Stokes ilk.
Right. Florida kid, right? Yeah.
He's Miami Hurricanes.
And I know the kid at the bottom right has a pretty cool name, but he's I want to sympathize for that dude. I want to empathize for him. I want to pull for him, but he plays for Ole Miss, so I don't give a fuck. So
Trinidad Chambliss is
his name is fucking dope. I want to pull for that dude. But just because he plays for Ole Miss, I'm not.
Listen, bro, I'm telling you, I'm pulling for Ole Miss. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have this
money, man.
And we're gonna get this money, and I want you to commit to betting with Anthony on this. All right, Miami is a -3.5 point favorite over Ole Miss. They play tonight. Who wins that game, Anthony?
Who is it? Indiana, Oregon?
No, Miami, Ole Miss tonight.
Oh, Miami packing Ole Miss up. They're getting packed.
Yeah,
the run is over, bro.
I think you're crazy.
The run is over. Man,
all
fuck
right.
Ole Miss, bro.
-3.5 versus Ole Miss. You think Miami's straight up going to win the game? Gotcha.
Yes.
Oregon versus Indiana. Indiana's a -3.5 point favorite.
I have no clue, but I heard people saying Indiana run over everybody, so they're going to do the same.
Indiana's a beast.
When did Indiana football get good?
They got good last year, 2 years ago. Here's the crazy part about it. Indiana, guess who they hired? So they hired Curt Cignetti a couple of years ago. This dude is you got to check out his interviews. He's like a 75-year-old white dude who literally was asked, what's your statement? Why do you how did Indiana get so good? And he said, bro, Google me, man. All I do is win. This dude's a crazy ass individual.
Come on, the Indiana coach.
The Indiana coach player. Is wild. He's a player. All right, he's a coach. He's a coach. His name is Curt Cignetti. Guess who they were down between? Guess who was the finalist for the Indiana job prior to Curt Cignetti getting the job?
Who?
It was between Curt Cignetti and Memphis's former head coach, Ryan Silver.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, man.
Indiana dodged the bullet. All right, championship winner.
Them games tonight.
Miami, Ole Miss is tonight. Oregon, Indiana is tomorrow night.
Why this shit ain't over with yet, bro?
Because it's the playoffs, bro.
No, I'm saying, why they ain't, bro? College football season been over for fucking 6 weeks.
Nah, bro. They got playoffs now. 12 teams. About to be 16 probably next year.
I'm saying, why is it taking this long to get 8 games? How many teams in the playoffs? 12?
12. Because they can only play once a week.
Bro. Okay, I got you. But
yeah.
It still seems like they've been off for a long time.
All right,
man.
FBS,
Number 3.
Who wins the championship? Indiana, Oregon, Miami, Ole Miss. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking you to
say me to guess.
Yeah,
Indiana gonna win the whole thing.
Let's go. Plus 126.
Yeah.
You can get your little Starbucks coffee if you bet $10.
Yeah.
You get your little Starbucks.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. Please.
Leave these folks the fuck alone, bro. Bro, I know they won the overtime last night. Do not get Sam Presti and them motherfuckers pissed off and they go get fucking Giannis or Trey Murphy. No, bro. Leave them dudes alone, bro. God damn, leave them dudes alone, man.
Let them just lose.
Man, let them be all right, bro.
Let them still let's prop them up and be like, they're just going through it, right? You want to hear a crazy stat? You remember when Chris Finch, coach at Minnesota, went ballistic in the post-game press conference, got kicked out of the game, went ballistic, got fined a lot of money for talking about how badly the refs were calling fouls.
And never since then.
They are 6-6 since then.
65. They ain't lose. They won the overtime. They 7-5.
7-5. Okay,
they won.
They are 26th in the NBA in free throw shooting since Chris went nuts.
So good. Sometimes it take that type of shit, man. I saw somebody made a post saying Chris Finch said it was all. And I've checked my Twitter DM a few times and have not got a
shout out.
It's easy to troll, man. It's easy to come in and just say stuff but when somebody invites you to
converse,
actual conversation, let's talk, bro. I ain't finna get mad at you, but I'm gonna let you tell me why you think I'm a media shield.
Yeah, that's yeah. Literally, you're still banned from the Memphis Grizzlies right now.
Right to this day. They're banned mainly because I won't ask for it. I'm not asking for another credential. I'm not. Y'all, you stand up what y'all said. And the good thing about God is, man, I have a show that I'm on twice a month, and I get paid to do the show. The same people who I don't even have a credential for. Ain't God good sometimes?
Ain't God good? Won't God do it?
I had a conversation with my good friend. Jason Smith is a friend of mine, more like a brother to me. And I had that conversation with him, talking about how I just don't let stuff bother me, man. I don't really care what people think. I don't care what people say, because God will put things in line, or just put things in your path that whatever people say, what you want, think what you want, man. Like he's done some amazing things in my life, and especially in 2025. That's the type of irony that God works with, right? Like you go from, hey, you can't come to games and cover them for free and put a microphone to put your phone in some guy's mouth. Hey, we got a check for you to come and do this show.
Cool. I'll take the check.
Has it changed anything about this show? No. I'm still, I'll sit here and clown Robert Perry for 30 minutes and talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. I'm the same dude that's outside this podcast. I'm just about 12 years older.
you gotta let a life on you, bro.
Yeah, I'm older, man. I'm older. And regardless of what you say about climbing, he's better than
Chris Wallace.
Chris Wallace was.
Shit.
He's better than Jason Levian was. Jason Levian
Was a
traded
crook.
Rudy Gay for nothing.
Was a crook.
Right. He traded, like, he broke up a team that really could have done something.
Allegedly a crook.
Yeah. I don't think climbing's a bad GM. But that's what kind of happens, man. People get caught up in, since he doesn't agree with this, he's got to be like this company guy who, no, man, I see a lot of stuff down the middle, bro. Like I said, I invited my man I said, man, DM me. I'll call you. I was ready to have a conversation.
You might have blocked him already.
That could be the case. Yeah. There it is, right there it is. My bad, bro. There's it.
I would say the strong likelihood is he might be already blocked.
Yeah, because he's probably somebody that's already went there in the Twitter. Go back to his
Man, he's long gone.
You muted him?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
you didn't have to do that, man. Sam's first one included. Man, I'm not comparing, like, Sam Presti's that dude. He's made some bad picks though. Like, we really be talking like Sam Presti ain't did nothing wrong.
Man said, who said I didn't listen? Bro,
Powder.
You gave it away, bro.
Powder Horn 9850.
I literally said Ja is making the decisions to not play in this game. It seems like, it feels like that he is not playing in these games to protest whatever is going on.
Oh, this is another thing too. This is Anthony Sain show after hours, I guess, but overtime. I know you got stuff to do, but like something that people say a lot, like, why don't guys ask this? There are some things that I feel like certain guys could ask that would be more fruitful, be more beneficial to the fans or whatever. But there's some these guys aren't new to this for the most part. And a lot of them know that if I ask that question, it's not a matter of not getting allowed to come back there. It just would create a weird thing where you still don't get the answer you want. And then guys kind of treat you kind of strange. Like, it's not that they won't be able to go back there anymore, but it's just you won't get the answer you're looking for.
Dude, we here at Bluff City Media have been dealing with that for 3 years with a certain university in the city. It happens. Like, you got to be, you got to move in a way that is truthful, but also smart. If you want to go to scripture, what does the scripture say? Wise as a serpent. No, what is it? How does it go? Wise as a,
I don't read my Bible like that, but I know
shit. Everybody, hey, all my Christian folk. Anyway, serpent, wise as a serpent, something like that.
But Ben, where you at, man? Yeah, Ben Gleason. I know you got something, man.
Where you at, Ben?
But no, like that's kind of the culture of especially like Grizz Twitter, man. There's just a lot of, I've blocked and muted so many of these dudes. I don't be seeing this shit, but sometimes I'll see people talking about something. I'll be like, what are you talking about? So I'll go and look at the thread. Oh, this person's blocked by, this person's muted by. I'm like, okay, like that's ridiculous. Like, there's so much stuff. But
there
it's
it is. Shout out Jay Shump. Gentle as a dove, wise as a serpent.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, gentle as a dove.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's kind of the thing we're in now, man. Like people, and I'm glad my man brought up the like when me and Cam were doing, because when we were doing the Outsiders, bro, we said stuff that was wild. We said stuff that was crazy. We would come at people, we would come at like traditional media members and radio guys, whatever. But we were actually like pretty talented, bro. Like we were entertaining. Like we were good at what we did. Like we kept people engaged. Like we actually had talent, and that talent turned into doing other stuff after that, right? And being able to fit into all types of circles and arenas and all that type of stuff. Like a lot of stuff these dudes out here doing now, man, you're just being clowns, bro. Like you're being nothing but a clown. Like there's nothing coming from that but being a clown. Like and that's kind of something you see in social media all the time, where people can, like, I'll come in and just say dumb stuff. Like I said, when I invited my man to a conversation, oh, I got you, I'll have a conversation, and literally ain't seen nothing.
Shump says you might have offered him a broken olive branch. You offered him olive branch to a DM conversation, and then you blocked. He would have said, no, he probably would have said, you got me blocked. And he ain't said nothing. I don't know if he turned the show off or what. But like I said, I ain't got nothing against that man. I don't think he said nothing. He didn't say nothing disrespectful. He just kind of talking kind of crazy. But yeah, man, we about to get about this joint. It's been a good one, man. I got some about to spend some of this Grizz's payoff money they be giving me, man, to not talk about Zach Kleiman. Bro, trust me, there's something egregious that Zach Kleiman does, which I have, which was like how can people say that when last year I was losing my mind over Gigi Jackson going to South Haven and Zach Kleiman and Taylor Jenkins being the coach and the minutes they were playing, the rotations. I ain't doing that shit now because it's like, bro, for what? Like, I pretty much see this is what it's gonna be, bro. So I ain't tripping off that shit. But yeah, for Kenny Stubblefield, just Anthony Sain, thank y'all so much, man. If you're in the Cordova area, man, come check me out. Waldo's Chicken and Beer for Music Bingo. It's gonna be a good time. I'll be at Ghost River Brewing downtown tomorrow. If you want to come party with your boy, man. Party with your boy.
Yeah, for Kenny Stubblefield, this is Anthony Sain. We'll see y'all tomorrow, man.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.